Nnamdi Kanu was in court again today, and what a day it was for him. In fact, I don't know where to start, so let's just roll the tape. So you see it, he's in the court right now. He entered the court and you can see the first thing he did was to welcome those small little children, probably his brother's children. You can see the way he just humbled himself, bent down, very detailed. Please pause the tape right there. Now you can see why Nnamdi Kanu is so loved. You can see why people love and adore him. Look at the way he bent down. He humbled himself, to greet and welcome and kiss those small children. And I must say that these kind of traits, this kind of humility, detailed, very empathetic character, these are the traits that endeared him to his people and made them love him so much that they can do anything for him. And let me put this on the record, that Nnamdi Kanu is a good man. You can see he's still, greeting people, his family members, and some familiar faces, and some members of the Defense Council. He's settling down in court. And that's it. If I'm being very honest today was a complete whitewash. In fact, Kanu Agabi decimated the witness and left him, left the whole court mocking him today. In fact, the whole court virtually laughed. I'm not mincing words. The whole court, including the judge and everybody in the audience, virtually laughed at the witness because the cross-examination, the questions and the traps Kanu Agabi set for the witness, he fell for all of them and he ended up being a subject of mockery. Don't take my words for it. Just calm down. I'm going to read out to you the transcript of what happened in court today and you will be shocked. So sit back, relax, take a listen. For this is today's transcript on what happened in court. The court commences with the prosecution counsel, Awomolo, introducing his team of lawyers. Then the defense team led by Kanu Agabi introduced his own team of lawyers. Then Kanu Agabi said, "My lord, we are ready for cross-examination, sir." But the prosecution requested permission to ask one more question to the masked witness, which was granted. After which, the masked witness now stated something and tendered a medical report indicating the cause of the death of Ahmed Gulak. Like, is the witness still bringing evidence at this point? Well, let's go on. Then Kanu Agabi asked him, "You obtained a video statement from the defendants?" The witness answered, "Yes, my lord." Agabi asked him again, In that statement, only the defendant and his lawyers were visible." He answered, "Yes." Agabi asked, "The video was not complete. Are we able to see those who conducted the interview? Were you wearing a mask?" The witness answered, "I cannot remember, my lord." Agabi asked, "For how long was the defendant in detention before you made the video?" The witness answered, "I don't know. I'm not aware of his long detention, my lord. Defendant has been kept alone in cell all by himself." Agabi asked again, "But you must understand that solitary confinement is punishment. If that is what you mean, it is punishment. Did you keep him in solitary confinement because he is a danger to himself or the society?" The witness answered, "I am not aware he was in solitary confinement." Agabi asked him again, "You subjected Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to solitary confinement?" The witness answered, "I am not aware of how long the defendant has been in detention, sir." Agabi asked him again, "Do you know the minimum days to keep somebody in solitary confinement?" The witness answered, "From United Nations law, sir, you can't keep someone for more than 15 days. Agabi asked again, The long detention of this gentleman has caused him unhappiness. The witness answered, I am not aware. Agabi asked again. The Kanu lawyer asked again, are you aware this gentleman has been in detention for 4 years after that interview? The defendant has become very unhappy and frustrated. The witness answered, I am not aware. Kanu Agabi asked again, this prolonged detention is not through a court order. Do you know that? It is not with a court order. The witness answered, I don't know, my lord. Agabi asked him again, the defendant was arrested in 2015, yes or no? The witness answered, I am not aware, my lord. I was not part of the investigation, my lord. Then Kanu Agabi asked him again, do you know some of the charges were dropped? The witness answered, I do not know. I do not know about the previous charge, my lord. Then Kanu's lawyer asked again, following the amendments, several charges have been dropped. The witness answered, I do not know, my lord. Kanu Agabi asked him again, all the charges, only 3 attributed to the defendants. Witness answered again, I do not know. Kanu Agabi asked him, do you know that the charges were amended 6 days after his arrest, after his kidnapping? The witness said, I'm not aware, my lord. Then Agabi asked him again, in fact, at that time, the charges have been pending in court for 6 good years. The witness answered, I am not aware, my lord. Agabi asked him, is it from this letter you became aware of the case? The witness answered, I am not aware, my lord. Agabi asked him again, before you received the directives from your office, were you aware of this matter? Witness answered, I don't know, my lord. Agabi asked him again, in the letter, the AGF complained about the complaint he had received. What was the response of your office? Witness answered again, I don't know, my lord. Agabi asked him, the only investigation you conducted was the video interview. The witness said, it was not so, my lord. Then Agabi said, I put it to you. You did not conduct any other interview. Witness answered, I did, but the documents are in my office. At this point, the whole court burst into laughter. I don't know if they laughed because he has been answering, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And it got to the point that the I don't knows have, Kanu Agabi has led him like leading a chicken with rice, led him with his I don't knows to this point. Then he miscued and answered a wrong answer. So the court was laughing, the judge was laughing, everybody was laughing because, oh, you can talk. Oh, because you have not, you can answer this one. Oh, they were surprised that he had an answer, and probably the answer trapped him. It was a trap, and Kanu Agabi got him in that trap he wanted him. That was a smart move. Kanu Agabi is a very smart lawyer. Kanu Agabi, I give it to you. You are a very smart man. No wonder you are the former AGF of Nigeria. Very calculated, very intelligent, and he is always 10 steps ahead. Kudos. Look at the way he dropped this man and brought him to his knees. Like he didn't even know what he was answering again. You can see the way the whole court is laughing at the witness, laughing at his incompetence, his lack of depth, lack of intelligence. I mean, for a witness of this caliber, he should know better and should have prepared better. Perhaps they were laughing at his mask. Maybe he looked like Batman. But on a lighter note, so Kanu Agabi continued. Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer continued. After you received the AGF directives, the charges were again amended. The witness answered, I am just an investigator. I am not aware of the contents of the charges, my lord. Agabi asked him again. In that directives, the AGF already had given you his conclusion. Did you issue report after that investigation? Witness answered, yes, I did. Then Kanu Agabi said, I put it to you that charges remain the same after the directives of the AGF. Witness answered, I do not know how, my lord. Agabi asked him again, now I put it to you that you were influenced by the AGF letter, which is Attorney General's letter. Witness answered, no, my lord. Agabi now asked him again, Southwest governors came together and agreed to form a vigilante group. Witness answered, I am aware the governors did so. Then Agabi asked him again, did you get a letter from the AGF to complain about the killings of innocent people? Witness answered, I am aware the Southwest governors formed Amotekun. At this point, there was a kind of a pause. After the pause, the judge made some notes and everybody was quiet for some time. Then I think Barrister Aloy Ejimako, one of his counsel, was narrating to the court of how Kanu Agabi, the lead lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu, and all that went with him to the DSS office an earlier day, were all denied the right to see Nnamdi Kanu, because you know that before a court case, sometimes you meet your client to brief him and you prepare for the next day of the court, but they were denied. And Aloy is just briefing the court and the judge is taking notes of what Aloy said. And the case was finally adjourned, which is the 21st and 22nd. And the court was adjourned for the day. That is how the court's case went for the day. I want to point out very quickly, what is the witness coming to do in court if you don't know anything? Look at all the questions he was asked. He does not know anything, or he doesn't want to say anything. How can not knowing anything win you a case? Are you going to do mago and win the case? You don't know anything and you are in court. What are you doing there? So you wore face mask, finish. You covered your eyes, your nose and mouth, and you came out to court. You don't want to say anything. You don't know anything. What kind of witness are you? A witness is supposed to say something. A witness is supposed to bear witness to something. A witness is not supposed to close his mouth and answer that he's a witness. Then you're a false witness. It's only a false witness that does not say anything. A real witness says something. This witness that does not know anything, what is his business in the court? Because you are trying to prosecute somebody and you are not saying anything about the person. How do you want to win the case? How do you want to win the case? Well, he should continue, because if he continues knowing nothing like this, perhaps it's an advantage for Nnamdi Kanu. So I'm urging Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, Kanu Agabi and co, to see an advantage in this loophole. These witnesses they are bringing perhaps don't know anything. It's very good to use it now to play to your advantage, because when witnesses come to court and refuse to talk, when witnesses come to court and refuse to bear witness, automatically they are handing over the case to you. So do not play with this opportunity now. Not like the time where they ask you to talk about mass witnesses. What do you say against mass witnesses? The lawyers, you refused to say something about it. Now they are using the witnesses. Now, these same witnesses are refusing to even bear witness. They are refusing to talk. Use this advantage now. Nail this case and finish it up within 1 week or 2 weeks. Finish these witnesses. They don't know anything they are doing there. This is an advantage for you, Kanu Agabi and co. Opportunity has come for you. Use it. This is a huge opportunity. Use it very, very well. This is a very big win for Nnamdi Kanu. Today's court case is a very big win. And all these things count in the final verdict. With the way this court case is going, I see no reason why Nnamdi Kanu will not snatch victory, because everything is working for his favor so far. The prosecution, the witnesses, things are just falling apart from them, apart from the audio and video they have, which so far doesn't look like something that Kanu's lawyers cannot maneuver around, and walk around and still, trash. Apart from those things, other days in court just looked so lackadaisic, looked so empty, looked so uninteresting, and lacking of any energy at all to put this matter, to rest. They are not looking strong enough, and that's an opportunity for Kanu's lawyers to, cash in and trash the whole matter and flog it very, very well, because this matter has taken so much time. Nnamdi Kanu's life has taken, the turn ever since he decided to fight for his people. His life has not remained the same, which I don't think it's a good thing, because when somebody decides to fight for his people, actually it's on the part of the government to either call the person and negotiate with the person, discuss with the person, or perhaps do all those things the person wants done in the country so that he doesn't agitate again. Look at Nigeria today. There are a lot of things that are going wrong, ethnically, politically, and otherwise. The other day, the army came out to, for a recruitment exercise and had to go to the southeast to start begging people to join the army. Why would you beg people to join the army? To join the army should be from the heart of people. It just shows that the people have lost confidence in some institutions, that they just giving up and say, okay, fine, since it's like this, let us not bother going there again. There are a lot of things to do to integrate people back to the country. There are a lot of things to do to show people that they belong. And it's time the country starts doing these things, because things have fallen apart. I am telling you, Nigeria can work if the government wants to make it work. If there is a willpower to make it work, it will work. Even that it may not be perfect, but it can work. But is there the willpower? Is there the willpower? Obviously, your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. And that is why you see all this, happening. The other day, Yoruba Nation too came out. And it is still there, though they've kept quiet for some time, but they are still there. And maybe very soon you will hear from them again if you don't get these things right. Maybe because Tinubu is in power now, so somehow they feel, they belong. But very soon, maybe when the power goes to the north or the south, another part of the south, you will now start hearing of Yoruba Nation again. So this is just about people trying to belong. People trying to say, we want to treat ourselves right if you can't treat us right. So please do the right thing and get this matter to an end. President Tinubu, history is calling upon you. You have the opportunity, you're the commander-in-chief, to do something about this matter and put an end to this Nnamdi Kanu's trial politically. Leave all this charade they are doing in court. The prosecution do not have enough. I can see it so far. I have been covering this I've been covering this court case since it started, and I'm telling you what I have seen so far. The prosecution cannot nail this man with this kind of evidence, this kind of witness that they are bringing on ground. I am telling you the fact. It's better we as a country sit down in a confabulation and discuss this matter and settle this matter. Let this man go scot-free. Look at those children. Look at the way he was, happy seeing them. That shows you that this man misses home. This man misses his family. This man misses his people. Why torture him this way? Why keep a man many years without trial in the dungeon? Why? Why do that? It makes things even worse. They said the next time to try something is now. The best time was few years ago. So let us use now and settle this matter. I have been your host, Chinedu. Sign out on your favorite show, Direct on the Spot, the show where we hit it hard and hot on matters of concern that shape and affect our daily lives. And as always, we say no to every form of discrimination and disrespect. Till I see you in the next video. Peace.